Why are you giggling?
You had a recent dream about Huck as well.
I did. I had a dream last night, and Huck was in it, and it was really funny.
It's cool, man. Like all StarCraft players have the weirdest dreams.
You know, Huck is he's very vocal about saying that that casters get paid too much, and so Huck was yelling at me in my dream for getting paid too much, and I was sad. I was like, "What the hell, Chris?
I'm just trying to make a living,
I'm sad. I'm just trying to bring more of your play to the masses. I can't help it."
Alright guys, Complexity's Ganzi is our Korean Terran spawning in the right side of dual side, and EG's very own Huck is our red Protoss spawning in the left side of the map. I'm really excited to see Huck play again. We only saw him in action 1 week in the NASL so far, where he surprisingly lost 2-0 against Strelok. He did get very, very, very unfortunate with the build orders he's chosen, or he chose to use. Then again, it was kind of like nobody forced him to play those risky build orders. Like, okay, if they work, he gets a quick 2-0 victory and nobody talks about it.
If they don't work, he gets a quick 0-2 loss.
Yeah,
and everybody talks about it.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, then you can say he got unlucky, which he definitely got.
Yeah.
Because Strelok just did by far the best build that he possibly could have done against the way that Huck opened. But yeah, nobody forced Huck to open the way that he did, which was not the traditional one.
Yeah, he wasn't playing standard, you know, super safe styles. He was taking risks. With the big Blink Stalker play on Shattered Temple being one of them. And the other game, his obs was out of position, right?
In the second game,
single observer against
he didn't have an observer.
No observer against
He went 7 gate against Cloak.
That's right. That's why it was so bad.
Yes, that's a doom scenario.
Strelok killed every single SCV, or probe, and it was kind of...
This is I like this a lot by Ganzi. He dropped the supply depot really early on, making sure that the probe can't enter the main base. And then some people might wonder, like, okay, is that a big deal? Well, some maps is not really a big deal, because you just go 1 gate expand, and even if they 1-1, you're fine. But dual side is a little bit smaller than the average map, so if they 1-1, you're pretty careful. And then, for instance, a player like Night End, he will literally not expand until he's 1000% sure that the Terran is expanding as well.
Night End's on 6 gates,
yes,
1 base.
6 gate, 1 base. Wow, and look at Ganzi. This is something that I saw him do. I've been talking about that match. I casted Ganzi versus Parting on IPL. That was the only guest cast I did. I casted together with Doa, who's a very nice guy, by the way, guys. And Ganzi made this weird proxy ninja. No, Huck! He's gonna scout it straight away.
That's so sick.
And like Ganzi made this weird, but then he actually did it before a Rex. That wasn't censored.
Huck? How are you this good?
And he built it next to an island, and then he proxied it to the island, which I thought was super, super smart. But now Huck straight away scouts his expand, and I think this forces Ganzi to cancel it.
He will cancel it. He might try to build a new... Oh, he's going to build 3 gates. Or he already
Look at Huck, man. He's not expanding yet, and he's already on 3 gates. We might see a little bit of 4 gate action from Huck.
Yeah, I was thinking that already, because he had not chrono boosted a single pro. He was chrono boosting his gate and his cyber core.
1 more gate? No.
Now, I'm not convinced this will work, Kev. Ganzi's already got 3 racks.
Yeah, but he has gates, so I think... Wow, Ganzi has a lot of racks. Never mind.
Yeah, I thought that was another rack.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, Ganzi. He's going PLO style on
I had the same reaction.
He's going all out.
He did immediately rebuild that command center in the main, though. So, I mean,
Huck is like 3 gating, but with a decent economy behind it. But of course, you do, and now he's dropping the Nexus as well.
Very smart.
Yeah.
So he can apply all sorts of pressure. I wonder if his Stalkers will give him enough vision to warp Zealots in on that high ground.
I think it will. Like, if he puts the Stalker here, he can warp in. What do you think he's going to warp in? 3 Stalkers or 3 Zealots?
I expect Zealots, because that'll force units out of the... Well, I don't know.
Or maybe he will not warp in anything. 3 Stalkers? Maybe 4 Zealots coming in from behind. Now you have to do something, Huck.
Yep, and he is going to...
3, 2, 1.
Poke right up the ramp, and it is going to be Stalkers.
That's quite the investment. But he does have Stalkers on the low ground, of course. They can support as well. This is kind of like a Void Ray lane without a Void Ray.
This is kind of cool. We're working on that tech lab right now. Ganzi doesn't have that many Marines, and he can't even fight all these Stalkers. And Huck will be able to get more warp-ins up here. Ganzi's in trouble already, Kev.
Yeah, but there is a Marauder right now, so I think Ganzi will be fine. Ganzi knows
Zealot warp-in, Zealot warp-in.
It's all about high ground vision. He goes for the Zealot warp-in, but I don't think it will change that much.
Well, it's right on top of these fighting units. You're right. The Zealots do melt away, but not before doing tons of damage. And there's still a Stalker up on the high ground. Finally, it goes down. But what is the damage? Holy hell. 15 workers killed.
And he warps in more Zealots, and he knows how much that is going to help as well. Huck might actually win the game here. This is so cute.
This is the best word for it. I've never seen anything like this. What a sick little, it's not even an all-in, man. It's just like 3-gate pressure. If it doesn't work, you're not even behind. And he's just ripping through. There's that whole position micro, but the Stalker's on the low ground.
The HP on the Stalker. Oh, just now he lost 2 of them, but he had 3 Stalkers so low on HP, man. They were almost bleeding.
So Ganzi does clean it up. If this is Cass, he's got the game in the bag.
Yes. No, actually, he doesn't have the Orbitor yet. Wow, what an opening for Huck.
Yeah, Huck is in great shape. He's going to add a couple more gates, and I think we'll see probably a
5,
6 or
gate.
7 gate.
He knows that Ganzi can never muster the amount of units out that he really needs to defend against 5 or 6 gate. Like
even better. He throws down Twilight Council.
Maybe get some Blink Stalkers. Man, this was so cool. Like the idea behind this, with Stalkers on the low ground, they can fight. You can micro them really easily, and they support you so well in the fight.
Yeah, and they don't have there's no risk of them being surrounded by SCVs or things like that. That's what's really cool about it.
But I do think that Ganzi messed it up a little bit, because I think he should have killed those 3 Stalkers immediately. He knows it's all about high ground vision, so why would you bring 3 Stalkers to low HP or on the low ground? That makes no sense. He should just prevent vision, and then he would have been fine.
Yeah.
But of course, it's easy to speak.
It was such an awkward situation. How many people have ever had to deal with that ever?
No. As I said, man, it's kind of like a Void Ray all-in. The idea is the same, where you have Stalkers on the low ground covering your Void Ray, but now there was no Void Ray.
And it's a lot faster, too.
Yeah. And a lot less all-in.
Are we going to see Rotti doing this on the ladder?
Embrace yourself. Rotti's coming.
I don't know what maps you could really get away with it on. Dual Sight seems kind of tailor-made for it.
I think on Metalopolis, maybe. Like, I mean, Meta is already so good for Void Ray all-in. Like, Metalopolis is by far the best Void Ray all-in map, because your Void Ray basically idles above the mineral line, and there it gets cover from the Stalkers. So that's why that map is so good. But I don't know, this is something that you could pull off on some maps. Like not on a map like Shakura's where there is a bunker or something, but any map which has, like maybe Daybreak even. Daybreak will be hard to. I don't know.
It's a very big map.
It's good. And of course, like normally they could just like expand here straight away and have a bunker here already, but I love how Huck handled that situation. I think it was amazing.
Perfect build for Dual Sight, where
we're giving Huck all the love today.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's earning it here today. Scouting the fast expand and
moving out, Ben. And the army supply of Huck is already bigger, and we saw in the previous game what happened when Huck's army was smaller. So imagine when it's actually bigger.
Yep, Huck's also going to be having that blink upgrade in just a few seconds. Ganzi might be just initiating a trade. All Huck needs to do is run up his ramp and warp in a sentry. But instead he's going to send back his Zealots.
This is really not that scary. Huck should be more than fine.
Yeah, I think he is completely fine.
Like, Ganzi cannot really do anything against this army, and Huck will slowly but steady be able to deal with this army. What is he going to pick up?
Huck's misplaying this, Kev. He's running back with everything. I mean, he's got Blink, and Zealots and Probes can surround, but this feels like it shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Gonna lose more. Those Zealots helping out so much. A beautiful blink right there by Huck. But he's gonna lose a lot of Probes. He's gonna lose those Stalkers as well. Huck, why did you walk back?
Yeah, just, I don't know.
He barely had anything here.
That was silly. There was nothing at the top of the ramp. There was no bunker, nothing like that. And instead, Huck runs all the way home. And this is exactly the reaction Ganzi wanted. Ganzi needed something like this to get back in the game, make it kind of close. Huck lost some, but not that much. Only 7 probes. He's still got the worker lead.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, Ganzi bought so much time.
This is a lot better than it looked previously. If Huck would have just walked up that ramp, it would have been absolutely over. Maybe Huck was afraid of a tie, that buildings could lift off and he would lose all his probes, but it seemed very, very unlikely against that little hit squad, which if it would stim twice or 3 times, there wouldn't be much that he could have done. But, well, it's not over yet. Force fields, Guardian Shield.
There's the Guardian Shield. Huck is going to march forward. He's got a pretty good army. There's the stim going down, but no medevacs are out. That's the critical thing. Huck just wants to wait for that. Oh, good force fields. Cutting off the vast majority of that army. Oh, there's a small gap, so some of those units will get away.
Oh, I love this force field on the top, sealing these units over here at the top as well. Now all that remains for Ganzi is a couple of Marauders.
Wow, Huck.
He calls GG.
Great play by Huck, man. A quick 2-0, but those were really fun games to cast.
Today was the day of the force fields, man. We see some really, really good force fields.
That Huck photo.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that Huck photo.
Yeah, those were some excellent force fields. Really good play by Mr. Loringer.
So Huck wins $150.
Yes, he does.
And he is 1-1 in the NASL Season 3 right now.
That is also right.
Still has his finals dreams alive. I remember Huck was really bummed out after he lost the Season 2 finals. I've really seen him that sad as he was in that moment.
Just left the arena. We didn't see him again.
He left the arena and he came back like 36 hours later. He's like, I just needed some time alone. It's like, I was really disappointed. I was so focused on already the next round. He thought I would beat Hasu. It backfired.
Can't underestimate Hasu. Can't underestimate him at all. So I think we're going to kick it to a short commercial break while we try to get Huck on Skype, so we maybe get some words from our winner. We'll update you guys when we get back. So that game was brought to you guys by Kingston HyperX, because I don't know who I was supposed to plug there. So we're going to plug Kingston again. They're cool. They make good RAM and good SSDs.
Yeah. I bought a new PC today, man. I'm so excited.
With some Kingston RAM.
Definitely.
Definitely.